Hey everyone, we live in a world that celebrates noise. Social media, instant validation, and constant broadcasting have made it seem like success isn't real unless it's announced. But true success, real, undeniable excellence, doesn't come from talking. It comes from doing. It comes from putting in the work when no one is watching. It comes from discipline, from sweat, from sacrifice. In a world filled with noise, distractions, and the constant need for validation, it's easy to believe that talking about success is just as valuable as achieving it. But the reality is, success is built on action, not words. The effort you put in, the hours you dedicate, and the consistency you maintain, these are the true markers of achievement. It's not about how much you talk about your plans, your dreams, or your goals. It's about what you actually do to make them happen. There is an undeniable temptation to share your ambitions with the world before they come to fruition. Social media, conversations with friends, and public declarations create an illusion of progress. It feels good to say, I'm going to start my own business, or I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. These statements, however, mean nothing without action. Words are effortless. They require no discipline, no sacrifice, no real investment. But real work? Grinding through the tough moments, staying committed when motivation fades, pushing through setbacks. That's what separates those who succeed from those who only dream. The most successful people in any field are not the ones who spend their time talking about what they're going to do. They are the ones who silently dedicate themselves to their craft. They show up every single day regardless of how they feel. They don't need an audience, they don't need applause, and they certainly don't need validation. Their focus is on the process, on getting better, on pushing forward. They understand that success is not about making an announcement, it's about making progress. One of the biggest traps people fall into is mistaking conversation for accomplishment. When you talk about your goals too much, your brain can trick you into thinking you've already done something significant. Studies show that announcing your intentions can sometimes create a false sense of achievement, leading to a decrease in actual effort. You feel as though you've taken a step forward simply because you've received recognition for your words. But that recognition is fleeting, and when the applause dies down, you're left with the reality that nothing has actually been accomplished. Real success demands patience. It requires countless hours of unseen effort. The early mornings, the late nights, the quiet sacrifices. These are the things that make a difference, and often no one will see them. No one will congratulate you for waking up at 5 a.m. to train. No one will cheer you on for skipping distractions to stay focused on your goals. No one will applaud the small daily decisions that lead to greatness. But that's the point. Success isn't about being seen. It's about being better. It's easy to seek external validation because it feels good to be acknowledged. But those who achieve the most are often the ones who are willing to work in silence. They don't need to prove anything to anyone but themselves. They don't waste energy convincing the world they're on their way to success. Instead, they focus all their energy on doing the work, improving daily, and pushing past limitations. Their confidence comes not from empty words, but from the knowledge that they have earned their success through effort and perseverance. This approach to success is not always glamorous, it's not flashy, and it doesn't provide instant gratification, but it is the only path to real lasting achievement. The greatest athletes, the most brilliant minds, the most successful entrepreneurs, they all understand this fundamental truth. Their work happens behind closed doors. Their preparation is relentless, and when their moment comes, they don't need to announce it. Their results speak for them. So instead of telling the world what you're going to do, show them. Instead of looking for applause before the work is done, focus on earning it through your actions. Instead of seeking approval, seek progress. Because in the end, success isn't about what you say, it's about what you do. Discipline is the foundation of real success. In a world where instant validation is available at the tap of a screen, it's easy to get caught up in the need for recognition rather than the need for hard work. People crave approval. They want to be seen, acknowledged, and praised for their ambitions, even before those ambitions have materialized. But true achievement doesn't come from applause. It comes from relentless effort, consistency, and an unwavering commitment to progress, even when no one is watching. Validation is a powerful motivator, but it can also be a dangerous trap. When someone tells you, That's a great idea, or you're so talented, it feels good. That kind of encouragement can provide a temporary boost of confidence. However, the problem arises when people become dependent on validation rather than discipline. They start working for approval rather than for real results. And when the approval fades, so does the motivation. That's why discipline must take priority over validation, because motivation is unreliable, but discipline is constant. Discipline means showing up regardless of whether anyone is cheering you on. It means putting in the work even when no one acknowledges your progress. It means pushing forward even when external rewards are absent. A person who is truly disciplined does not need someone else to tell them they are doing a good job. They don't rely on encouragement to take action. They don't wait for the perfect moment or the right amount of support. They do what needs to be done simply because it needs to be done. This is where so many people fall short. They start strong, fueled by excitement and the encouragement of others, but as soon as that excitement fades or the validation disappears, they slow down. They lose momentum because their motivation was never built on a solid foundation. They were chasing approval instead of chasing mastery. And when obstacles arise, as they always do, they lack the resilience to push through because their drive was external, not internal. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent, intelligence, or luck. It's discipline. It's the ability to stay committed long after the initial excitement has worn off. It's the ability to train, work, and improve without needing anyone to watch or acknowledge the effort. The most successful people in any field understand this. They don't need external validation to keep going. They trust the process, they stay consistent, they do the work, regardless of who is paying attention. The best athletes don't train only when they feel like it. The best writers don't write only when inspiration strikes. The best leaders don't make decisions based on whether or not people will approve. They operate with discipline. They understand that success is not about how they feel in the moment, but about what they consistently do over time. That's why discipline is the real driver of progress. It keeps you moving forward, even when motivation is gone. Another critical reason discipline must outweigh validation is that validation is unreliable. One day, people will cheer for you. The next, they might criticize you. If your success is built on external approval, then your confidence will rise and fall based on the opinions of others. That's a dangerous way to live. When discipline takes the lead, it doesn't matter if people approve or not. It doesn't matter if they acknowledge your hard work. It doesn't matter if they even notice. What matters is that you are putting in the effort, growing stronger, and moving closer to your goals. There is power in being able to work without needing recognition. There is power in staying committed without seeking permission. The quiet, disciplined worker is the one who ultimately wins because they are not distracted by opinions, trends, or the need for applause. They stay focused on what truly matters: progress, improvement, and long-term success. Many people fail not because they lack ability, but because they rely too much on outside encouragement. They stop when they don't feel appreciated. They quit when no one is watching. But those who are driven by discipline rather than validation keep going. They understand that the reward is not in the immediate applause, but in the mastery of their craft. They are willing to be overlooked, ignored, and even doubted because they know that the only thing that truly matters is doing the work. So the choice is simple: seek validation and risk losing momentum, or embrace discipline and guarantee progress. Validation might make you feel good temporarily, but discipline will take you further than approval ever could. The most successful people in the world aren't the ones who chase applause. They are the ones who show up, put in the work, and stay committed, whether anyone is watching or not. Greatness is not built in the spotlight. It is not the result of loud declarations, public recognition, or constant attention. It is built in silence. Through hours of unseen effort, through the sacrifices no one acknowledges, through the work that happens when no one else is watching. The people who achieve the most in life are not those who seek immediate validation. They are the ones who dedicate themselves to their craft behind closed doors, perfecting their skills and sharpening their discipline without expecting applause. The world rewards results, but it rarely sees the process. People admire the athlete who wins championships, the entrepreneur who builds a successful company, or the artist who creates a masterpiece. What they don't see are the lonely training sessions, the sleepless nights, the failures and setbacks that went unnoticed. Greatness is not the product of sudden talent or lucky breaks. It is the result of years of deliberate, silent effort. Those who truly succeed understand that the most important work is done away from the crowd. The problem many people face is that they want recognition before they have earned it. They want to be seen working hard. They want to be praised for their dedication. But the truth is, if you are focused on being noticed, you are already distracted. The energy spent trying to prove yourself to others is energy that could have been used to improve. Those who are committed to real success don't waste time broadcasting their efforts. They simply put in the work day after day, knowing that the results will speak for themselves when the time is right. Working in silence requires patience. It demands trust in the process. In the beginning, it can feel frustrating to put in so much effort without immediate results. But that is where true discipline is developed. The best performers in any field are not the ones who seek quick rewards. They are the ones who embrace the grind, who show up every single day regardless of whether anyone is watching. They understand that mastery is a long game, and they are willing to commit to it even when no one is giving them credit. Silence is powerful because it removes unnecessary distractions. When you are not focused on proving yourself to others, you can focus entirely on improving yourself. The best work happens in deep concentration, in moments of solitude where ideas are refined, skills are developed, and weaknesses are strengthened. This is why the most successful people are often the least concerned with external validation. They are too busy becoming better to worry about being noticed. There is a discipline that comes with working in silence. It teaches resilience because without constant encouragement, you must learn to motivate yourself. It builds confidence because when you achieve something without needing external validation, you know that your success is real. It forces you to rely on your own internal drive rather than the fleeting approval of others. This is why those who work quietly often outperform those who seek attention. They are building something real, something strong, something that will last. It's easy to be loud. It's easy to talk about what you're going to do, to announce your plans before they are fully formed, to seek approval before you have done the work. But that kind of success is fragile. When challenges arise, when setbacks happen, those who are dependent on external praise often crumble. They lose momentum because they were never truly committed to the process. They were only committed to the recognition. On the other hand, those who work in silence develop a different kind of strength. They push through obstacles because their motivation is internal. They are not looking for an audience, they are looking for progress. They don't need to be seen struggling because they know that the real battle is not about impressing others, it's about becoming better. And when the moment comes to perform, they are ready. They don't need to explain their effort, their results will speak for them. The greatest athletes don't talk about their training, they show it on the field. The most successful entrepreneurs don't boast about their work ethic, they let their companies prove it. The most skilled professionals in any field don't waste time explaining how hard they work, they let their results do the talking. This is the mindset of true excellence. The work done in silence is the work that builds real, undeniable success. So the choice is simple. You can seek recognition now, or you can put in the work and let success reveal itself when the time is right. You can spend your time proving yourself to others, or you can use that time to improve yourself. Those who achieve the most are not the ones who talk about what they are going to do. They are the ones who stay focused, stay disciplined, and do the work whether anyone sees it or not. Results speak louder than words. No matter how much someone talks about their ambitions, their dreams, or their work ethic, none of it matters if there is no proof of progress. True success is not measured by the promises people make or the effort they claim to put in. It is measured by what they actually accomplish. Those who are serious about their goals do not waste time trying to convince others of their dedication. Instead, they focus on doing the work and letting the results do the talking. There is a natural tendency for people to want recognition for their efforts, even before those efforts have produced anything tangible. It feels good to tell others about plans, about how hard the process is, about how much work is being done. But talking about effort is not the same as delivering results. The most successful individuals understand this distinction. They know that effort without results is meaningless in the long run. Hard work is important, but what truly matters is whether that hard work translates into something real, something undeniable. The world does not reward effort, it rewards achievement. No one asks how many hours an athlete trained. They look at how well they perform. No one cares how many late nights an entrepreneur worked if their business fails. No one is interested in how many times an artist practiced if they never create something remarkable. Results are the only true proof of dedication and skill. This is why the best performers in any field do not talk about how much they sacrifice or how difficult their journey is. They don't need to. Their results tell the story for them. Letting results speak for themselves requires patience. It demands an ability to work without immediate recognition. It means resisting the urge to seek validation before success has been earned. Those who focus on results do not waste energy trying to prove themselves along the way. Instead, they put every ounce of effort into making sure that when the time comes, their success is undeniable. There is no need for explanation, no need for justification. The work speaks for itself. This mindset is what separates those who truly excel from those who merely wish they did. Many people start a project, a goal, or a pursuit with enthusiasm. But as soon as they face challenges or as soon as they realize they are not getting the recognition they want, they lose interest. They stop pushing forward because they were more invested in being seen as successful than in actually achieving success. But those who focus on results rather than perception keep going no matter how long it takes. They understand that the only way to gain real respect, real credibility, and real success is by producing undeniable outcomes. It is easy to talk about success. It is easy to say, I'm working hard, I have big plans, or I'm going to be great. But those words carry no weight unless they are backed up by real achievement. Those who constantly talk about their effort, their struggle, and their ambition are often trying to compensate for a lack of tangible progress. Meanwhile, those who are actually doing the work have no need to explain themselves. Their actions make it clear. There is also a level of discipline in this approach. When someone relies on results to speak for them, they are forced to hold themselves to a higher standard. There is no room for excuses, no space for empty words. They must perform, deliver, and prove themselves through what they create. This builds a mindset of accountability and excellence. They do not expect others to believe in them just because they say the right things. They make themselves undeniable through their actions. This is why the most respected professionals, athletes, and leaders are often the ones who do not waste time talking about their success while they are in the process of achieving it. They are too focused on doing the work. They are too committed to their craft to worry about whether others recognize their effort. And when they do achieve success, their results make it impossible to ignore them. Many people fail to reach their potential because they focus too much on perception. They want to be seen as hardworking, disciplined, and talented even before they have accomplished anything meaningful. But those who are truly great understand that perception is irrelevant, only results matter. Instead of spending time proving themselves with words, they prove themselves with undeniable outcomes. The lesson is simple. Stop talking, start doing. Stop seeking approval, start producing. Stop worrying about what others think and start focusing on making real progress. The people who achieve the most are not the ones who announce their plans. They are the ones who stay quiet, stay disciplined, and deliver results that speak for themselves. Distractions are everywhere. In today's world, it is easier than ever to get caught up in things that do not matter. Constant notifications, social media updates, and the endless desire for validation. These distractions pull people away from their goals, taking their focus off what truly matters. The difference between those who succeed and those who fall short is often not talent or intelligence, but the ability to stay committed and avoid the unnecessary noise that leads people off course. Focus is one of the most valuable assets a person can have. When someone is truly committed to a goal, they do not allow themselves to be pulled in 100 different directions. They do not waste time proving themselves to others. They do not need constant approval to continue working hard. Instead, they eliminate distractions and put all their energy into their mission. Every time attention is diverted to something that does not contribute to progress, valuable time and effort are lost. Success comes from consistent action, and consistency can only be achieved through discipline and focus. One of the biggest distractions people face is the need for external validation. The desire to be seen as hardworking, talented, or successful often leads people to prioritize appearances over results. They spend time talking about their goals instead of working on them. They post about their progress instead of making actual progress. They seek approval from others rather than focusing on self-improvement. The problem with this mindset is that validation is temporary. It feels good in the moment, but it does nothing to move someone closer to their goals. True commitment means being able to work without applause. It means understanding that success is built in the quiet hours when no one is watching. It means pushing forward without waiting for encouragement. Those who achieve the most are not the ones who spend their time explaining what they are going to do. They are the ones who simply do it. They stay focused on their purpose and refuse to let distractions slow them down. Another major distraction is comparison. It is easy to look at what others are doing and feel either discouraged or overconfident. Some people see others succeeding and think they are falling behind, which can lead to frustration and self-doubt. Others see people struggling and assume they have already won, which can create complacency. Neither mindset is productive. Comparing progress to others is a waste of time because everyone's journey is different. The only thing that matters is individual effort, consistency, and growth. The most successful people do not waste energy watching others. They keep their eyes on their own path. Social media, entertainment, and unnecessary conversations can also take people away from their goals. Every hour spent scrolling through meaningless content is an hour that could have been used to get better, to train harder, to learn more. Many people claim they do not have enough time to work on their dreams, yet they spend hours every day consuming distractions that add no value to their lives. The truth is, time is not the issue, focus is. Those who are truly committed find ways to prioritize their goals no matter how busy life gets. There will always be excuses to step away from the work. There will always be reasons to delay progress, but the ones who succeed are those who refuse to let excuses control them. They do not wait for the perfect time to start. They do not allow small setbacks to throw them off course. They stay committed no matter what. Their focus is unshakable because they understand that success is not built in moments of inspiration. It is built through daily discipline and relentless effort. Avoiding distractions and staying committed also means learning how to say no. People who want to achieve great things must be willing to turn down opportunities, activities, and even relationships that do not align with their goals. This is not about being antisocial or closed off. It is about knowing what truly matters and being willing to make sacrifices to achieve it. Every commitment, every decision, and every action should bring a person closer to their goal. If it does not, it is a distraction. Commitment is not a one-time decision. It is a daily choice. It is choosing to wake up early to train instead of sleeping in. It is choosing to study instead of wasting time on entertainment. It is choosing to work on skills instead of seeking temporary pleasure. Those who succeed understand that every decision either moves them closer to their goal or takes them further away from it. There is no in between. Success is not about luck, natural ability, or external recognition. It is about focus, discipline, and the ability to stay committed despite all the distractions the world throws in the way. Those who keep their eyes on their mission, eliminate unnecessary noise, and refuse to let anything pull them off track are the ones who achieve great things. The results they produce speak for themselves, proving that focus and commitment are far more powerful than any distraction or excuse. Success is built on consistency. It is not the result of occasional bursts of effort or moments of motivation, but the product of steady, disciplined action over time. The people who achieve the most are not the ones who rely on inspiration to push them forward. They are the ones who show up every day, putting in the work even when they do not feel like it, even when there is no immediate reward, and even when no one is watching. It is easy to work hard when motivation is high, but true progress comes from maintaining that effort when motivation fades. Many people set goals with enthusiasm, but enthusiasm alone does not create results. The excitement of starting something new can make it seem easy in the beginning, but when challenges arise, when progress slows, and when the hard work becomes routine, many people give up. They convince themselves that they will get back to it when they feel ready, when they have more energy, or when the conditions are right. The problem with this approach is that the right moment never comes. Waiting for motivation is a trap because motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. The only way to ensure progress is to remove emotion from the equation and commit to showing up no matter what. There is a reason why the best athletes train every day, why the most skilled musicians practice relentlessly, and why the most successful entrepreneurs work long before and after anyone notices them. They understand that skill is not something that can be developed occasionally. It is built through repetition, through daily practice, through an unwavering commitment to improvement. They do not allow their mood, the weather, or outside opinions to dictate their effort. They take control of their actions, knowing that the work they put in today will determine their success in the future. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that small efforts do not matter. They believe that skipping a workout, missing a study session, or taking a break from their craft for a few days will not make a difference. But consistency compounds over time. Just as small positive actions add up to great achievements, small failures to act add up to wasted potential. Every time someone chooses to put in the work, they are moving forward. Every time they choose to do nothing, they are falling behind. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is often as simple as who is willing to show up day after day without making excuses. The challenge with consistency is that it often feels unrewarding in the moment. The results of hard work are rarely immediate. It takes time to see improvement, and during that time, doubt can creep in. Many people quit because they do not see instant results. They assume that because progress is slow, their effort is wasted. But real growth is often invisible at first. Just like a seed that is planted and must be watered before it breaks through the soil, success requires patience and persistence. Those who understand this keep working even when it feels like nothing is happening because they trust the process. Discipline and consistency go hand in hand. Without discipline, it is impossible to maintain the effort needed to reach a goal. Discipline means working when it is inconvenient, when it is difficult, and when there are 1,000 reasons to stop. It means sticking to a plan even when progress is slow and no one is offering encouragement. Those who rely on discipline instead of motivation separate themselves from the crowd. They do not wait for the perfect circumstances to take action. They create success by taking action no matter what. Another key to consistency is setting clear priorities. Many people fail to stay consistent because they allow distractions to pull them off course. They make commitments to their goals, but then let social events, entertainment, or laziness take precedence. Those who achieve great things make their work non-negotiable. They build their day around their priorities instead of trying to fit them in when it is convenient. They understand that success is not something that happens in between distractions. It is something that requires full dedication. The reality is that there is no secret formula for success. There is no magic trick, no shortcut, and no easy way to get there. The people who rise to the top are not necessarily the smartest, the strongest, or the most naturally talented. They are the ones who refuse to quit. They are the ones who keep going when others stop. They are the ones who understand that consistency is more valuable than intensity. A person who works hard once in a while will never outperform the person who works steadily every single day. The most successful people do not have more hours in the day than anyone else. They do not have some special advantage that makes things easier for them. What they have is the ability to commit to a process and stick to it. They embrace the grind, they do the work, and they trust that the effort they put in today will lead to the success they want tomorrow. They do not rely on motivation, they rely on themselves. And in the end, they achieve what others only dream of because they stayed consistent when everyone else stopped.